Now, where it concerns build or buy is the usual breakdown. I mean, some things are so obvious you just buy them that you don't even need to think about it that much. And some other things are so obviously that you really need to build them that there isn't much thinking to do either. But as usual, there's a big grey area in the middle where you have to make a decision about whether you're going to buy it or build it. Now, COTS software is pretty ubiquitous, and I have to say that a lot of COTS software and purchase components are one of the reasons why so many software systems now can become so big and so complex. It's just that so many useful components are readily available that people can buy them and build on top of them. Now, the normal ones, the one that's pretty obvious for most people, is some sort of a database. Very few people these days build their own databases. It's a very specialized area and people just buy them. Similarly, a protocol stack, you tend to buy that as well. Math libraries, something like an encryption algorithm or visualization or something like that. Something that really would take you a lot of time and effort to develop, and you probably wouldn't get it right anyway. You tend to buy those things. There are less obvious things that you tend to buy, and these would be, say, a framework, or you'd adopt a framework, but some things that directly influence the architecture. Things like your choice of language probably would influence the architecture a bit. Now, other bits of the system you're going to build are so essentially tied up with your organization's value proposition. One of the things that you really have to think about is what part of that system is uniquely this organization's. Where does the organization offer its value proposition? That part of it is where you are unlikely to be able to buy anything that fits, simply because what makes you better is probably fairly unique. So those bits you're probably going to have to build yourself. And those decisions again are easy. In the middle, in this grey area in the middle, I don't have any heuristics for how you should make your decisions. That will depend a great deal on a lot of circumstances that you have. But if you buy some piece, then you buy everything that it is, and your architecture must adapt to it. Whereas if you build it, you can build exactly what you want, but then you're stuck with deploying it and supporting it and all those considerations that go along with that. So your organization will make these decisions, and these are fairly major decisions early in the life of the project. So these things get reflected in the architecture as what the architecture is, the collective decision making of the project.